MMIW, missing murdered Indigenous women. It's a major issue in our community. On the reservation, it's like in the middle of nowhere. No cameras, no nothing. They'll bring in workers to try to build these pipelines. And that's when statistics go even higher. So you're telling me you're bringing in people to do all this pipeline work on our reservation, which they don't have the right to do. And then now they're stealing our children, our women, and our relatives for, sex trafficking. People are also stolen for organs.
You can't see the cage.
No one can see the slides.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Maikon show, the coolest show in the whole wide world. Today, we're in a different vibe at the ABX Studios. We vibing. Shout out to Ered Esports, the coolest esports team in the whole wide world. Do you play games?
Yeah, kind of. When I do game, it's on the Quest 2 or it's on GameCube.
With me today, I have an important guest, an amazing guest, a creator, Indigenous, entrepreneur, an amazing artist. My guest, Stella Standingbear.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, how you been?
I've been great.
Good.
Just working on music. I'm super stoked for what this year holds.
You've been making moves like crazy. You don't stop, huh?
Got to keep
chasing
going.
Views.
Yeah, chasing views, hitting home runs.
I haven't seen you in like 5 years. How has life changed since then?
It's actually changed a lot, just growing and maturing and understanding my purpose and what I would like to, bring to the table and how I want to change the world. I feel like there's a lot of mature and growing. I would say that. A lot of learning lessons as well. Reflecting on what I could do better and then changing that and just moving forward.
Was it hard to transition as an artist?
Not really, because I was actually suggested to rebrand in 2018. And I was like, no, there's no way I see myself as this artist. And I was just kind of like, narrow-minded of like, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to make. This is how I'm going to dress. I can't be changed. Like, I'm not going to allow anything to change me. But then last year, the end of 2021, same person recommended it again. Like, how do you feel about rebranding? And that time, I wasn't so closed-minded. I was actually open to the idea of rebranding. I'm like, okay, talk to me a little more. What are you thinking? I was more open to the idea. And he's like, aren't you Native American? Like, isn't your last name Standingbear? And I was like, yeah, it is.
So dope.
And then he's like, why don't you go by like Standingbear? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know about just Standingbear. So I just kind of gave it a little more thought and I decided on Stella Standingbear. And Stella is my middle name and Standingbear is my actual last name. So I think it just makes more sense than the artist name I was using before. It just kind of found me and I found it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna roll with it. Okay, cool. But I feel like it's more purposeful, it's more meaningful, and also represents where I come from. And I feel like with Stella Standingbear, I was able to find my truest form by finding who makes Stella Standingbear Stella Standingbear.
I want to talk about your roots. Can you tell me a little bit of your tribe's history and culture?
Yes, to an extent.
What can you say?
I was born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah. So the history that I specifically was taught in school was Utah history, like, the pilgrims and all that. I was never really taught about my culture.
What really happened, right?
Yeah, of course. So I'm from the Lakota Nation, and that's located in South Dakota. Pine Ridge Reservation is the reservation my family's from. It's also the reservation that I'm enrolled into. And that's where I'm currently residing now.
Were you living there?
Yeah, I moved there. I moved there like maybe a month ago. I'm kind of over the city life in a way. And when I went back over there, it just felt like home. There's just so much love and so much support, and having the opportunity to learn more about where I come from. There's no better place to learn.
Plus, it's people like you. It feels familiar.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually really tough. Pine Ridge Reservation is actually the poorest reservation in the United States. So I also feel like there's a lot of work that could be done there. I want to help out however I can, whether it's, volunteering my time to help my community, being musically involved. I'm a role model now for these Indigenous girls, even just children in general, Indigenous children in my community. So, I just want to be a great example for them, at the same time helping my community where I can.
When you're growing up, we hear all these stories and we don't really know what happened. We've been marketed a story that they wanted us to tell us. Even as a kid, they tell us, oh, this is what happened. And you're like, okay, right?
Yeah.
But then you go older and you're like, damn, the truth is really fucking crazy.
It's really tough with what my people had to go through and endure sure, but I think it's great that we're still standing and we're still here and we're still existing. I'm representing them. You know, I feel like I have a really big role, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I was actually here on Earth, to help my people.
Who showed you the truth? Who taught you and showed you who you really were?
I would say it was always there, but as far as like being involved culturally, the Native American side is like my dad's side, and my mom's side, you know, I grew up with my mom. You know, it was more, I grew up American. You know, of course, I probably went out there a few times on the reservation as a child growing up, but I didn't grow up there, you know, so I feel like I am the example or the result of colonization, you know, so now I'm finding my way back to my roots and actually learning my native tongue. My great grandma speaks it fluently. She's still here and she speaks it fluently. And so me being able to be around here and learn more of a culture that's actually dying out, it's a blessing.
Do you ever think it's gonna die out completely, or do you think this is gonna get even stronger?
I feel like it's going to get even stronger because I feel like Native Americans, indigenous culture is actually striving right now. Reservation Dogs on Hulu is based on the reservation. There's just like a movement of Native American musicians, actresses, actors. I feel like right now we're starting to strive and we're starting to grow and shine, to be honest. I'm very hopeful for this generation and making that happen.
Every culture has a dark side. What do you think is your culture's dark side?
I'll definitely say alcoholism is a really huge problem in our community.
Why is that?
It just makes people out of character on the reservation, and a lot of crimes go up. Family members killing family members, drunk driving, people are drinking and then typically would probably do something that they normally wouldn't do if they weren't drinking. And that's exactly why alcohol is illegal on my reservation. As a Native American, we believe in living off of what Mother Earth gives us and only taking what we need.
Yeah.
With pipelines coming in, that's hurting our culture and our way of life. And it's definitely not taking what is only needed.
I remember when I first saw the painted hand on your face, it hit me because I've read a lot about that. Indigenous women that nobody accounts for and they don't want to bring it out to light. I don't know why.
MMIW, missing murdered Indigenous women. It's a major issue in our community. On the reservation, it's like in the middle of nowhere. No cameras, no nothing. They'll bring in workers to try to build these pipelines. And that's when statistics go even higher. Yeah. So you're telling me you're bringing in people to do all this pipeline work on our reservation, which they don't have the right to do. And then now they're stealing our children, our women, and our relatives for, you know, sex trafficking. Yeah. People are also stolen for organs. Sometimes our people don't get the right medical attention that they need. You know, this person doesn't have power of attorney over themselves. We'll just take their organs and sell it to X, Y, Z. It's just...
In music, what has been your biggest challenge and how'd you get over it?
I feel like there's daily challenges, you know.
True.
This isn't like an easy thing to do. To be honest, like as an independent artist, I'm playing a lot of roles at the same time. So I guess like managing myself, being the artist, being the content creator, also being the booking agent, editing content. I feel like there's a lot that goes into it, but I feel like I'm working myself to a point where I can add more people onto the team. I would say that's probably the biggest challenge, is playing many different roles as an artist. And then I guess putting myself out there, like with content curating.
Oof, yeah.
But it's
scary sometimes.
I just send it. You know, fuck it, just send it. And
send.
If it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just analyze and what did good, what didn't, do more of what did good. And just keep it pushing.
Do you think nowadays for an artist, you can't just be an artist?
Definitely not.
You have to be something else.
You have to be a content creator as well, most definitely. I feel like TikTok has been a great asset to me in promoting my music.
Yeah, that was a great platform for you.
I went from like 400 followers to like almost 10,000 now.
Yeah. What's the funnest thing to do at your reservation?
It's powwows.
What is that?
It's a wachipi, traditional dancing.
How does it go? Can you explain that?
So it normally lasts like about 3 days.
3 days dancing?
It doesn't go like straight, you know, but it's mainly like it's mainly like 12 hours though, or maybe even past 12 hours. So there's different dances. There's like grass dancing, shawl dancing, jingle dress dancing. There's like a chicken dance, I believe. There's like different types of dances and then different categories, different age categories. And then the food's great. Like you got fried bread tacos. Then you like putting like pizza on fried bread, I guess, and then you like fried bread breakfast sandwiches. Like it's crazy. It's very beautiful to just see everybody dance and singing and just being connected.
You know what's funny? I've always thought that religion in a way is kind of like that. Growing up, I was very religious. There was always like a get together. We were dancing and, you know, people get caught with the Holy Ghost. And I'm like, I feel like that's just a vibe. Everybody dancing, everybody have a good time. It's like, how can you not catch a vibe? Where are you thinking of taking your career?
I'm taking my career all the way.
Whew.
All the way to the cosmos.
Ooh, up top.
Yeah.
Since I met you, you've always wanted it bad. Since the first day, it's always been, I want this shit. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And you just push.
Being willing to change and being willing to evolve and, you know, try different things.
And work.
Yeah, mainly work, yeah.
That's
I think I'm doing
thing.
like work like every single day. Like I don't have a day off. I enjoy working. I enjoy doing this. It's not easy, but nothing great comes easy.
If you go back in time, what would you tell yourself?
Create content because it's going to go crazy in the next X amount of time, you know, like just creating more content. I mean, I did like a little bit of YouTube videos at like 16, but it wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
So I would say like create as much content as you possibly can to showcase your talent and document your growth as an artist because you'll be ahead of the game. It's bringing in artist streams that you don't have to pay for. I know artists that are on TikTok, they do like millions of streams. No paid marketing at all. Millions of streams because they created content, they built the fan base, they built the cult audience, and then, you know, they're rocking with them. Home Runs has over across all platforms, I would say like 35,000 streams now.
That's fucking dope.
I'm seeing the results.
Back then, we would make this crazy videos, you know, the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
Well, I started that before, but it wasn't like Harlem Shake. It was kind of like we just chilling, working out, and all of a sudden it drops and we're all fucking doing some crazy shit. Some motherfuckers are butt naked and shit. Crazy shit, right?
Yo.
And the team was like, oh, that ain't professional. You're going to have to take it down. I was like, fuck. But I'm like, damn, imagine if I would have just kept it. Everybody knew at school, so it would have been like, yeah, it would have been lit, you know? I would have been crazy YouTube. You know, life goes on. It doesn't matter. I don't talk about what could have been, you know?
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, so we're here at ABX Studios.
Yes. Where all the magic happens.
Where all the magic happens.
Yep.
What's this about?
Just a vibe, you know. Home Runs was recorded here. Views was recorded here. Working with Adam Banks, a talented artist.
I think I heard that we got a guest today, right?
Yeah, we got a special guest, the one and only.
Oh my God.
Adam, the man himself.
Bang. How you been, bro?
Guys? Chilling, man. Just working with this talented artist, trying to bring her vision and message to life, you know?
You're a man with many talents, right?
Yeah, like Stella was saying, wear a lot of hats, man.
Yes.
And you have to nowadays. I'd say first and foremost, I'm an artist.
And a dope one too.
Stella's helped me out so much too with the artist side, vision-wise, and like, you know, showing me the importance of having a message and all this stuff too. So it's been a blessing. And then I don't know, other hats, I guess, producer, homie, podcaster now, I guess.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
My 9 to 5 is I'm recording and engineering and talking with these different artists from the Salt Lake City area to LA, New York, Texas. It's been a journey for sure over the last 7 years of recording people. And then I would say I've been just doing this as my day job for 5 years now.
What's cooking up in here? Because I came in and I was like, God damn, there's some heat in here, I heard, right?
I don't think it's for me to say.
What's up?
We're working on a few projects. I don't want to give out too much of the place, but we definitely have, I'd say, a handful of projects. For sure. Let's just start off with a couple of singles. There's definitely going to be at least 1 or 2 more projects after that for this year. And then, of course, like next year is like even more crazier, you know. Home Runs was the first song we recorded together.
Oh, that's a good story, actually.
The first song we recorded together.
Hold up, that was the first beat I ever played you to.
Yes, yo.
Stella came in the studio.
Yo.
I probably played a beat within like 2 minutes to like break the awkward, you know, just, hey, what's up? And so within like 2-3 minutes, Home Runs was already on its way. And then it took us like an hour and a half maybe to track all the vocals and everything. And yeah, that was magic.
When I listen to a beat and if I like start freestyling the hook right then and there, like that's the one. That beat touched my soul, you know what I'm saying? That made me feel something, that inspired me to do something.
I feel like you guys got a different vibe, man. The way you guys work together is fucking dope. I didn't know you made the beats for her songs. Like, that's fucking crazy. You just got to stick like this now, bro. Like, you never know.
For life.
For life.
For life.
It's like Drake and 40, you know?
We're live. Let's go.
What can you guys tell young, promising artist who's coming up and just, he's ignorant, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, he just wants to be the best, right? How can you guys humble him real quick?
I don't know if I want to humble.
Okay, I fuck with that.
Let's go.
Because you're gonna.
Because life is gonna do that though.
Yeah.
I'm saying life is gonna.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
life
right,
is gonna
right.
humble you. So it's, I guess the main thing is figure out what you stand for.
Mm.
But I don't know. You gotta have fun first. So
True.
I guess you gotta find the type of music that you're really having fun making.
Yeah.
Regardless of what people are telling you. A lot of people are gonna try and tell you no, but if you find something you're really in all the way, then by the time life gets you down a couple pegs, you'll be kind of prepared for it because you just are so overly confident almost, you know what I mean?
I have my note on that too. Just ground yourself, even if it's 5-10 minutes of like yoga. Do some yoga, do some breath work. I am affirmations, guided meditations. I'd say that helps, align energies.
Anything else you guys want to say? Where can people find you?
I'm on Stella Standingbear on all platforms. Home Runs is out now. Music video for Home Runs is out. And of course, stay tuned for the EP, Still Standing. This whole year is going to be lots of releases. And thank you, everyone, for your support, for watching this, and much love.
Fuck yeah.
And Adam Banks, ADAMBANX on all platforms. I just dropped 30 Days EP. Go check that out. Go check out my guys' stuff. Go check out Stella. We got a lot coming. 2023. We're going up, baby.
I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of another episode of the Maikon Show, the coolest show in the whole wide world. And like I always say, stop cheating on your girl, people. Stop cheating on your girl. Bruh, stop cheating on your man.
Come on, man.
Stop fucking up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get rid of the cheaters, man. Cut it.
Yeah, you gotta stop, man. Preach and preach every week, and but it just keeps getting worse. Life goes on. We all get our karma. That's the beautiful thing about life, Thank you guys. Go to sleep early. Love yourself and meditate.
Keep doing what you love.
Peace out.
Clean, baby.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That was fun, man. I like podcasts,
That was, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
That was way better than our first one, too.
Dude.
Wait, y'all did a podcast together before?
Dude,
I had my
long
old
time ago.
spot, bro.
For real?
Yeah.